All right, welcome to another Demarcation Media live stream. This one's probably going to be a bit shorter than normal, just because the two things that we are building are not that big. So these are products from BRICKMINI. Now, I've seen some of their stuff before. I've never actually had them in hand, but who the cares over on Discord, who's also one of the channel members, who is also in the chat, has sent me a handful, and we have a whole bunch of little soldiers. You know what? I'll just start showing some of these things up close, because there's no point in just explaining them. So these are the little Star Wars figures, and I'll be using the corner screen to show these off properly. So here is Darth Vader. He's very all in black. He's got a little lightsaber. Can I focus closer? Will it let me? Okay, no, that's about as close. So we got Vader. And then there's also a standing Vader. Like that. And there's also a sitting one, which I suppose could be used for... that could be used for a TIE fighter, if you build a little TIE fighter. Stop Action, welcome. Mars Plays, welcome. You've never seen me live? I typically go live every weekend. Today's just a little different because I won't have time to do 2 streams tomorrow. We got little tiny stormtroopers. That looks pretty cool. So we're going to set these guys out over here. Now you can see we have the Dakota plane, but we also have a Batmobile, which means we need a Batman. Arsenic Skulldoggo, welcome. So we have 3 Batmans here. We have a action pose batarang throwing one. That's actually a very nice dynamic pose. It's pretty cool. Oops. Come on, buddy. Stand up. And then we've got a standing one. You can put that on the edge of a building. It looks kind of ominous. And then we have a sitting one, which we will need for the Batmobile. So that's pretty cool. Also, I realized I have green paint stuck to my thumbnail because I was scratching some paint off of a Halo custom that didn't work. In here, we have some really tiny vehicles. Really, really tiny. So this is a very, very tiny tank. That is so small. Although it still has a stud. And it can turn. But yeah, that's very small. Whoa, it's so small I'm dropping it. We have a Humvee. Also has a stud attachment. There's a little Jeep. And then there are 2 Batmobiles. This is the more long brick-like one. And this is the one that's got like the turbine in the front. These also can stick to studs. And then, speaking of Jeeps, look at this. Manuel De La Mora, welcome. So this is a modular thing. Where did I put the guns? The guns are in here. So what we can do with this little Jeep is I'm going to go ahead and pour out these soldiers. So we can take off the top part here. This can fold down. So now we have this. And then we can mount, can I pick it up? We can mount a gun here. Well, now I'm knocking the guys out of their seats, which they are in there via pegs as well. So please, stay in your seats, little dudes. Oh yeah, we could also do that. So we just have like a Jeep with just the windshield up. But what I'm trying to do is get the machine gun mounted. So there's a machine gun there, and then can also put this. They're like the trophy figures. Yes, they are, but in different poses. Manuel De La Mora, are the mini vehicles in scale with the plane? That is what we're going to find out. There we go. The Jeep has more more stuff going on. And then we got our little gunner up on the back. So that's pretty cool. There's also a flame trooper with, you can pop this on, or you can pop that on. Obviously, you'd want to stick him to something, otherwise this is just not going to work out that well. Amir, you're actually really not late. We've only been going for 5 minutes. There's a sidecar motorcycle. And what else? There's a bike. I don't think anybody can ride this, but there's a bike. There's also just a machine gun emplacement. So you can definitely like build yourself little nests and stuff. Oh, there's a seat. And then we just have a bunch of assorted poses with the figures. Oh, this guy's got a knife. He's got a knife. This guy's got a little shooting pose. You could almost make like chess with this. That would be cool. I think BRICKMINI has chess sets too. There's an army crawling dude. There. Oh, look, he's at parade rest. That's cool. There. Oh, there is a figure for the. Oh, so there is. So there is. How does he fit? Oh, it just, I guess, clips on. Ah, that's hilarious. I guess he's a messenger. Oh, we got a salute. That's cool. What time will this end? I'm not sure. It's probably not going to be super long, but I don't know yet. This guy's got a bayonet. Okay, so you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and get this open. Oh, yeah, and there's a parachute. Little parachute guy. Although one of his little hanger things came loose. He's rather hard to balance when he's not stuck down to a large beast. The sidecar comes off like yes. It is yes, Army Man's yes, but Lego. So you can more easily build like dioramas and stuff, which I will probably try to do. So we have the instructions. I'm going to push these off to the side like this so that the instructions can kind of sit here. Why did it started? Oh, I started the wrong way. Okay. And the bat vehicle comes with a purple squad. So those are supposed to be Joker goons. However, they're just in purple and they're just army men. So they're going to make nice combatants for the green guys. And in addition, there's also a bunch of black ones. So there's a third faction there. That's pretty cool. Basin Henry, welcome. All right, let's see here. So we're going to go ahead, pour out the parts. This is a very, very micro build, given, you know, the size of the figures and whatnot. Hopefully there's no, like, parts clipping issues. Pop this on. I feel like, well, I was going to say, I feel like some of the Joker goons should have been green, but then literally all the army men are green, so that wouldn't have really differentiated them very much. 13 different colors for the soldiers total. Is that including the Joker goons, or is that, or the Joker goons counting as different? Another brick. 1x1 with a hole in it. Now, are these are actual Lego parts that I'm building with right now. Off top, would I have the Classic Class Mirage? No, that was one of the ones I haven't gotten yet. Even though he looks like a great figure. I just haven't gotten him yet because I joined the blockies scene a bit late for that. I might pick him up at some point, though. Because he's not that expensive. But yeah, I've seen reviews. He looks really good. I just don't have him. Wait. Oh, firstly, this was wrong. That needs to go there. RC is another one that I don't have. There's a handful of the Rise of the Beasts ones that I don't have. Well, I think it might just be Mirage and RC now that I'm thinking about it. Oh, and Primal. Primal in his bot form. I have monkey mode, but I don't have bot form. Okay, so that's the center section. Now we're going to put together the little wing side bits. Then I guess we're sticking this on. You sent the 13 colors. Well, I'll have to look at it afterward. If people want to find these, you can just look up the BRICKMINI Nano soldiers, and they will pop up. The BRICKMINI site has a bunch of different stuff on it that you can buy. This comes from the BRICKMINI site. Okay. Oh, interesting. So yeah, this has faux wheels. It doesn't have actual wheels. Buy Lego parts. Sell you the parts to build the set. There's a couple like that. I've worked with one such company. They go by Les DIY. There's another one. I don't remember the name of it either. Somebody in the stop motion space made a video about it. But yeah, I'm less and less opposed to. Hold up. Oh wait, I did that wrong. I'm less and less opposed to Lego alternates and mega alternates in terms of bricks, because getting a bunch of mega parts is so expensive nowadays, and getting parts is just hard, especially, you know, as I want to try doing more dioramas and mocks and stuff. Trying to just get all official parts is really just not cost effective whatsoever. This one. What? Wait, what did I do wrong here? Oh, I flip-flopped these. Amir, you have Mirage Robot Primal, but not RC or OG Optimus Prime. Nemesis Prime, though. Nemesis Prime is fantastic. I absolutely love the Nemesis Prime figure. The amount of accessories that he has is great. So this part does not want to come off. Okay, let's try this again. Let me actually pay attention to which direction these pieces are supposed to go. So this one needs to slope up, and this one needs to slope down. What the heck is stuck to it? Golly, getting these two pieces off is a pain. Okay. Hopefully that's the last time I have to do that. Do I have any Bandai or Gundam sets? Yeah, I have actually a fair handful of Gundams. Oh, wait a minute. These guys actually might scale decently with some Gundams. Master grades, perhaps? Lego, pretty much every alt brand has a Lego parts catalog. That's true. Random Duck, you have Classic Class Starscream on the way. Nice. I still have not gotten that one. Blockies was like, yes, we want you to look at it. We want you to review it and live build it, but they have not sent it yet, so we will see. Okay, where's... Okay, then we pop this on to... Oh, it's supposed to be flush. How do we... How does... Oh, it literally wasn't stuck on all the way. That Prime guy, welcome. Oh, and here's... Oh, I guess we can't put Batman inside. I guess the Batman would be useful for perhaps a Batwing. So here's the Batmobile. Let's see it next to a Batman. Yeah, that's pretty much proper sizing, I would say. Pretty nice shaping. Definitely, you know, it's all black bricks, so you're not going to get a ton of detail, but it's pretty nice. You're on the bus right now coming back from school? Nice. At least you're not tuning in during school. There's been a few people that have done that. These live streams always come after you finish school. That's the idea. Oh, we got our little tiny bat signal here. Give us a motivational quote. What? That's a very broad question and odd, off the norm. The Blockies Bayverse figures are sold out where you live. Hopefully they'll restock because those are the best figures. Here we go. We got our little bat signal. Cool. All right. So now we are going to go ahead. Oh, they even give us extra parts. That's nice. So put this over here, and then we have this. Oh, my computer is popping in the corner. Where's my knife? You go ahead and take the outer coating off. That Prime guy, well, thank you for stopping by. I hope you have a great rest of your day. I guess you're headed home since you're finished school, so enjoy your weekend. We just got the Sesame Street ones. That's so strange. I've not actually seen the Sesame Street ones in person yet. Come on now. Yeah. It's a nice box. Now, as far as I'm aware, this is actually quite pricey on their site. But it's a well-made box. Got that there. On the top. Look at that. And then, oh, is this a sleeve? Oh, it's like a sleeve stuck onto it. Let's see. Can I get it open? Oh, do I have to get the sleeve off? What does it say? Not returnable if seal is broken. It's a clever way, I guess, to keep people from messing stuff up. All right, peel that off. Can I slide this off now? Which way am I supposed to open this? I guess I'm just supposed to unwrap the, Oh, yeah. Bayverse Megatron sucked because the leg joints were extremely loose. You can fix that. Oh, that's kind of slick. That's pretty slick. You can fix loose joints, typically. It's not usually too hard. Do I have the Marvel Blockies? I don't have Champion Class, but I do have Marvel Infinity Saga Waves 1 and 2. Okay. There's that. Look at these instructions. This is kind of nice. All right, so I'm going to put the instructions down over here. We've got our bags of parts. There's also some special custom printed parts here. Right, and I will be saving these Ziploc baggies because they're very useful for storing accessories, for storing Mega figures, for storing Lego parts. Oh yeah, this is all the printed stuff. If Blockies made Power Rangers, would that be cool? I mean, I'm not really a Power Rangers fan, but I know that I think a lot of people would like it. Okay, this is a strange start. Oh, okay, this is going to be very wide. So we're going to do... So this is going to be like that wide. And then we need another 3. It's going to go there. You just kind of have to lay everything here for the moment. Don't know if I like that. Like that. And then another 3. Let's not mix these parts up. Then another 6. And then a bunch of corners. They made COD and Halo. Yeah, I've actually suggested to them... Oh, wait, it's not a 1x1. It's one of these. I suggested to them that they do Halo. Whether they will or not, who knows. But they're doing Star Wars, so that is at least a step in the right direction. And I'm looking forward to seeing what they cook up there. I don't have any of the Ultraman Blockies because I don't really know much about Ultraman. So I haven't tried to review them because I wouldn't really know what I'm talking about. Also, the Ultraman designs are just a little strange to me. They're not my personal cup of tea. No organization for the parts. Not really. It's just kind of packed in there. It's the only real organization was for the printed pieces. They separated those out, which is nice. I'm glad I don't have to sort through and try to figure out what's printed and what's not. But yeah, aside from that, not a ton of organization. Okay, so then we do this. So there's that. Oh, okay. Interesting. I wish I could show the instructions better, but I didn't properly set things up for that. Okay, so the center section here is connected now. And then we need to do this. Are they making General Grievous? Or do I have no clue? I have no clue. I have zero idea who it is they're making, who it is they're starting with. I personally am hoping that they start with Mandalorian, but we'll see. We'll see. This I don't like how everything was just set together, and now I just have to fit it all together. That feels a little weird to me. A little strange, makes the build a little difficult. I deliver your foods. What? Huh? I'm confused. This is going to go here. This is going to go here. And we need actual wing bits, so we're forming the actual wings. So So we're going to line that up with that. All right, can I get these parts connected? I guess I probably should start assembling the parts on that side. Otherwise, this is going to keep falling apart as I go. And these are all actual Lego parts, in case you were wondering. I don't know that most of us here, at least at the moment, that's not a huge plus, one or the other, but it's a thing. That's part of why this thing is so expensive. You're waiting for them to make Jurassic Park. I mean, they have the license, or they have Jurassic World license, that is. So there will be some Blockies dinosaurs, I'm sure. I don't know when those are releasing. I think we're going to start seeing reveals for both Jurassic World and Star Wars in the fall. I think that's when those are slated to come out, fall of this year. Although we might see leaks sooner, I don't know. I probably won't talk much about leaks just because, you know, it's probably not super helpful for Blockies, and since I work with them, I won't talk too much about leaks. Plus, Blockies themselves are very on top of revealing stuff. All right, put this on, and there we go. Everything actually stays now, so I don't have to worry as much about that. And then there's a whole bunch of turntable bits that are going to go on the underside. So, okay. I guess these are kind of what's connecting it all together. I used to use the curved slope pieces a lot. I would sometimes use these if I didn't have the rounded bits. And then we do this, and then I need, yes, these round pieces, which are pretty cool pieces. And then pop that on. Then there's one more round piece. Yup. Then we're just going to absolutely cover the bottom of this with these turntable bits. Putting it one stud inward, I believe. Yup. Yup, yup. And then pop that there. And the last one goes there. All right, cool. And, oh, now we're going to make some engines. It's a double assembly, so I'm just going to do them both at once. I hate getting to the end of an assembly and it's like, oh, ×2. And then I'm like, oh, I should have been just doing both at once the whole time. So we're going to do both at once the whole time. It's an interesting build technique. Using that one with the stud and then this one with the hollow stud. And then there's these little trimmed pieces of, where did I just throw that? Here's one. These little trimmed pieces of rubber tubing, which is pretty cool. Pop that in. Oh, that went way farther in there. Oh, I don't think I was supposed to push it so far in. Hold up. Hold up. No, I need part of it sticking out. Do I have a bar? Oh, hey, look. I don't need a bar-shaped thing. I have a little screw. Well, the screwdriver sticks inside. That's not helpful. Okay, I'll just disassemble them. War Machine, welcome. You're here to keep the stream streak going. Well, there will be a stream tomorrow as well, because there will be contest judging happening. Oh, I haven't seen these propellers in a while. Oh, I have to push it up even more. Ugh, okay. Hopefully this is enough. Yeah, there we go. We got, the propeller doesn't really spin all that much, but we've got it. So let's go ahead and push this. Oh, I don't want to break the flame. Okay, cool. There we go. The flame can go back over there. We pop the propeller on, like so. And then we put the little engine cover on. And we have 2 engines. Oh, that's what those are there for. It's to do the guidance spot. The engines, cool. We got ourselves wings and engines. Oh, and we got some landing gear too. That's cool. Put these on. These pieces were so cool when they first came out. Or when I first realized you could use them as double studs. My mind was blown. I think my diorama is going to be well received this time. There's a lot of good dioramas. I'm afraid it will be a very difficult judging. Because everybody's been kind of asking for this one for a while. And it seems like everybody's jumped into it wholeheartedly. So it's going to be stiff competition. Stiff competition indeed. Oh, we're expanding the wings. I guess your name, Owen? Nope. That is far off the mark, unfortunately. Oh, that's not right. That's not right. Needs to be one more forward. There we go. Oh, all right. And then we just have, it's just like, yep, we're going along, we're going along. All right, now I'll put everything else on. Put it that way. I think I'm going to win. I think we'll have good comments. Okay, well, we will see. I'm looking forward to going through all of them. I know some of them, some people got a little confused and basically just took some photos. But I think we have a lot of good ones as well. Edward or Andrew? Nope. Gerald, not Gerald either. All right, so now we're creating the stripes. Pop this on, and then we're gonna start working with the printed pieces. Where is, there we go. So it ends on a white stripe. Okay, so now we've got our wings. Now, we have the parts with the prints. So we're gonna make sure we're doing this correctly. Because these parts are supposed to, the prints are supposed to line up. So we have that. They chose a difficult framework here, working on a 3-stud wide middle chassis. I've done that before, and it's working with 3 studs, uneven studs, it's difficult. Samuel, nope, not Samuel either. You will probably not be able to guess it. Just unless you actually saw it on my channel. No, none of those. Not any warmer either at the moment. Okay, and then we need these 2. Mark? No, not Mark. That's a bit off the mark. Sorry. I couldn't help myself. Oh, I forgot a couple things. How did I manage that? We need... Wait, what? What did I do wrong? The parts don't get lit up. Like, yeah, the parts are not color-wise. They don't get lit up with the red outline. No, all of those are off the mark. I'm telling you, you won't be able to guess it. It's not a very guess-friendly name. And it's not one that most people have. So I would guarantee, well, perhaps not guarantee, but I would venture a guess and say that you probably have not met anyone who has my name. Am I making a review video of each thing? Probably what I'm going to do is they're all going to be in one video. It may be more focused on putting them in perhaps a mock or something, since there are already plenty of reviews for the stuff themselves. But we'll see. Full video schedule, so we'll see when it comes out. Okay, and then, what was that one piece? Oh. Whoops. No, all of those are very off the mark. White color matching is okay. Not the greatest, but it's okay. Okay, and then we do this. Oh, that pops off pretty easily. Hopefully we can sturdify that a little bit more. Then we have this. Nope, none of those either. All right, cool. So there's that. And then pop these on. It's not with a G and it's not with an E. Okay, where's the brick that I need? Is this it? That is it. Sometimes it's actually a little more slow building a micro thing because of the amount of tiny pieces that you've got to wade through. What are we building now? Part of the tail? Mission Redneck, welcome! I think you've ended their guessing. They were trying to guess my name, which was so far not landing on the mark. Oh, interesting. Wait, there's printed bricks? Oh, there is. There is indeed. Okay. That's cool. If the price I saw on their site is correct, I would have a hard time stomaching the price as much as this is custom. But, wait, what? I did that backwards. Okay, then. Sorry. No, you don't need to be sorry. It is actually on my channel, so there's not a ton of guessing that even necessarily needs to happen. There we go. Pop that around. There. Now it's actually visible, and we're not covering up the markings on the side. So we've got that. Then we'll push this in here. Then we've got a couple more printed bits. So pop that on there. From there. And we need a thing to get us back to the 3 studs. There we go. Oh, interesting. Okay. In terms of like custom instructions, these aren't bad. You definitely really have to pay attention to what new parts are being added because there's nothing to indicate that it's a new part being added. It's just there. There's just more parts or there's less parts. All right, flip this around. Oh, we just get a tiny little wheel for the back. What am I building? It is a form of a plane. It's a military plane. One that I am personally not familiar with, but I'm also not a military vehicle buff myself. I think some of them look cool, but I personally I'm not super knowledgeable of them. Wait, how the... Oh. Yep, that's why you got to pay attention to what's being added. I was going to say, how the heck is there just wider wings? Yeah, it's wider because they added it. Amir, my name has been said multiple times in the chat. I don't know how you're still guessing. There's nothing to, guess anymore. Quite like this Skytrain. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you are correct in that this is the one that they use to paratrooper themselves out of. But again, this is why I haven't tried reviewing a lot of those like very accurate military stuff. I did just that one tank. I'm just not knowledgeable enough about the real life stuff to know. And there's so many people that get very offended if you don't get it right, what you're talking about. Oh, this is how we're going to lock it together. Clever. Okay. So yeah, then this goes from here. Oh, was I supposed to add a brick there? I was supposed to add a brick there. At some point. I don't know when, but I was supposed to add a brick there. Well, that's fine. Okay, there we go. It seems silly to you. Well, some people are, when they know the stuff, it's like, don't get it wrong. I feel like the military community or the military like replicas and stuff are more, I don't know, they're a little bit more uptight about those sorts of things because they're like, oh, it has to be accurate. Because like the tank that I reviewed, it's not technically accurate to real life because it's based on the one in the game, the World of Tanks game. But still, it's like there's a lot of ire pointed towards things if they're not accurate, be it a video, a model itself. It's like it has to be accurate. People are they like it because it's accurate, which I don't understand. Which, I mean, okay, I do partially understand it. You know, if it doesn't look right, it doesn't look right. But also, I don't know, I think people can get a little uptight about it. You got it, you think? Yes, that's correct. But it has been said in the chat, like, how many times now? 4 times? 3 times? 4 times? So I think it's a bit of an unfair guess. Okay. And is that all of it? Oh, wait, I was supposed to add this here. And apparently there was supposed to be oh, yeah. People online are uptight about stuff. Imagine that. Shocking, I know. Who could have thought it? Wait, am I stacking a jumper on a jumper? Okay. That's a little weird. Jumper on a jumper. All right. How is this scaling? Yeah, I feel like that's scaling well. Obviously, you can't fit a whole lot of troops inside here, just given the way it's built, but pop that on. Do it this way. Oh, this is the front. This is our little cockpit. If I could post my shocked face. I would. Nice. Amir, I don't know the answer to your question, but that's one of those questions that I'm reluctant to answer because it feels like one of those trap questions that's going to turn into a dirty joke. I've learned not to fall for those a long time ago, which is good because being online and trying to stream stuff and not knowing to avoid things like that would not go well. Okay, so now we're going to put the... How am I attaching this? Oh, yes, with the slope. Like this. And like this. And then we pop this on and this on. Cool, this is the roof. So we are nearly finished. All right. And we'll do this. There's still some more tiling that we have. Do the propellers spin? Yes, if I loosen the front section enough. This one does. This one doesn't want to spin as much. Maybe that engine's jamming a little bit. They forgot to oil that or something. Oh, that sticks out that part. We tile here. Then we're going to put a little light on the roof. Beware, don't search it. No, that is not something that I will be searching up. Not on my list of research. Most of my Google searches lately have just been about acid rain figures and toy photography anyway. My search history is... Oh my gosh. Maybe that engine is jammed. Because we just lost altitude real fast. Oh, this goes... Wait, hold up. Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right. I was not supposed to use 2 of these tiles. I was supposed to use one of these and then a 1x3. There we go. So then this gray part on the front can overlap onto this, like so. Why is this feeling like it's not wanting to stick down all the way? Oh, there's just, because of the flexing of the parts, there's just a gap. And then we have 2 more printed pieces. Placid Lassie, that's what this is called. What do I do for a living? Or is a YouTube thing full-time job? Well, so I actually do video editing. Oh, paratrooper. As my official day job, I am a video editor. And then YouTube is like basically all the rest of the time. I also do writing because I've published a book, but shocker, being an author is not a very quickly profitable thing. So I was not able to do that as much as I wanted to. Wait, did they not tell me to do the other side? Okay, they did not tell me to do the other side. Okay, well, I guess I just need to do that myself. I would like to be able to move to doing YouTube full-time at some point, but that it has not happened yet. Because it's fairly difficult to get YouTube to pay enough to be able to call it an actual job. That really all comes down to like sponsorships and whatnot. And getting sponsorships can be tricky. Rashman's Bricks, what's up? You backed BRICKMINI soldiers for the Kickstarter? Oh, nice. You should make some like dioramas. That's what I'm gonna try to do with some of these guys. Little like battle scenes, because I used to like doing the army men and setting them up. So I think it'd be kind of cool to build some battlegrounds with these. I think I have a book from Amazon wish list. Nice. Yeah, I have many ideas for other ones, but writing books is slow work, and especially if I'm focusing a lot on doing YouTube, then I'm not spending as much time writing. I have another one finished, but it's now in the editing and refining phase. Am I married? Yes, I am. Writing as a food writer. See, with writing, I need to take my own advice here. It's just kind of like, just do it, and then, you know, little bits at a time. Fit it in where you can, because if it's something that you enjoy doing, there's always need for more writers out there. What did I just do? There we go. There we go. Now, is that complete? Oh, this is supposed to go here. There's a little door for the dude to go in. Oh, wait, is that what? Hang on. There was a little dude, a sitting dude. Can I get him to stick in? There we go. Now, oh, there's this. It's so easy to miss parts and not add stuff when I'm supposed to. How are there... Wow, wait a minute. How are there angled pieces left? Those are not just standard run-of-the-mill extras. I need to go back a little bit. You were a contributor for a website? Nice. Blog writing is kind of interesting. I did some toy photography stuff. I wrote about toy photography for a bit. I wasn't really like consistently a part of that writing team, but I would do it from time to time. I'm trying to work my way back into doing that, actually. Put this here. Okay. That's a little more like it. Okay. And then we do this and this. And then do we have any extras? We have this one here. Pick it up again. You should. There's something quite sad about like skills and hobbies like that are just left behind. It's like, I don't know. I feel like there's ways to balance stuff. I'm still searching for it myself, but I think it's possible. Well, perhaps there's just an extra one. And we'll put it with the extra parts. So, let me bring this close to the... close to there. Look, we got our little window, window. We got our little door for the paratrooper to peek out of. Shaping is pretty nice overall. It's rather swooshable, to be honest. Like, I could swoosh this around the room. If I had gotten this when I was younger, I would have loved flying this thing around, especially the fact that the little soldiers are basically the right size to go along with them. That would have been quite amazing, in my opinion. So, there we go. We've got our Skytrain, and we've got our Batmobile and little bat signal. And then, of course, we got all of our troops. Now, I will probably be doing some sort of diorama battle scene or something with the video of these. So, that'll come out at some point. Oh, yo, look at this little sniper man. A little sniper sitting there with his backpack. Pop, pop, pop. Nice. I actually would very much like to build a little battle scene. I might use the parts from that one Les DIY thing that I got and make some nice battle setups. But it's just like, there's so many little poses, so many different ones. Because I have, Who the Cares gave me first and second wave stuff. So, can I get this open? And we've got the army of greens with who's the superior force because there's more of them. And then there is the squad of purples and the squad of blacks. So there's... Oh, he's got a bazooka. There's also parts, if I were to build tanks, I could have guys sticking out of tanks. So we got this. Our little walking guys. Like that. And here we'll pour out the purple dudes. Whoa. There's some tanks and stuff there. Here, let's zoom in so the corner view can show more. So we got some tank thingamajiggers for these. And then we've got a bunch of... oh, so it's the first wave, guys. Looks like. So we've got enough. So I can make either a three-way battle or perhaps the black and the purple are allied against the green to try and take something that I will build. So, and then we got the blacks. Which again, if I were to build tanks, there's the stuff for the tanks. And then we have our troops again. So each one's got like a bazooka shooty guy, little sniper guys. Cool Hacker, welcome. You're here on the very tail end of the stream. There we go. Look at that. Here, I'm actually going to go ahead and pop my phone off the stand so I can get in a little closer. There we go. So there's the purple guys and the black ones and then the green ones. There's the Skytrain. There's a bunch more green ones. So we are not hurting for green reinforcements. But that's pretty cool. That's... Yeah, I think there's a lot of potential with these guys. What? Captain Nemo of the Nautilus. What are you on about? What the heck? There's a running guy. He's running with his hands up. That's great. Oh, this guy's got ammo. This guy's just sitting. He's tired. This guy is laying and shooting. This guy... he's on a little communication thing. That's funny. This parade rest dude. There's a mortar. There's a little tiny green mortar. There's a guy on a seat. There's a metal detector, mine detector guy. Oh, whoops. This guy is the mortar dude. He can load the mortar. There is a seat for just this dude. And then there's guys, of course, on here. I don't know what this is. I think this is something to do with the... Oh, I see. This is for putting supply crates onto the parachute. And then we have, of course, the machine gun emplacement. Which, that's pretty cool. And the green Jeep. We'll put the Jeep down here. What? Okay. We're not doing the spam, Captain Nemo. Unfortunately, that's that. No spam. Timeout. Can I actually click? Yeah, no spam. We do not do spam. If it's just needless spam like that, we're not doing that. All right, well, that is the end for now. Like I said, shorter stream. We will have a long judging stream tomorrow. So that is all for now. And because it was requested last time, I think from now on, I'm just going to pray these streams out. So as we're ending, I just want to say, Lord, I ask that you would bless all of the people that stopped by to watch. I ask that you would just fill them with your presence, that you would just speak to them, and that you would be with us as we go into the weekend, that we would be able to find some rest. In Jesus' name, amen. And thank you all for stopping by. I will hopefully see you all tomorrow for the judging stream. So I will see you guys.